you shine. You need to know you shine. Anything you wanna be anything you wanna be. 'Cause you give me hope when you shine. You give me hope when you shine.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We invite everyone to please stand as we sing our opening song.
Clap your hands, sing with us, don't be shy. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. All right. It's a good one. Sing it, unity. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Good morning. You woke up on time. Well done, you. That's exciting. I know, daylight savings time, we always have people come in for the peace song. So at least they will be here eventually. How are you? Everybody doing well today? You look wonderful. You look rested. Good weekend, beautiful weather. We're in Florida. My gosh, it's wonderful. I have two visitors today. My sister and brother-in-law, Melissa and Phil, are here visiting from Massachusetts. Yay!
Welcome, welcome.
North Reading. Yeah, that's the way we say it, yeah. North Reading, Massachusetts. Yeah, thank you for being here. And thank you for getting out of the cold for a little bit. Today, we're celebrating Women's History Month. Yay. And yeah, very exciting. And I want to honor this month some of our Unity women. Women have always been a part of the leadership, always, from 1888 forward. Can we put the next slide up there, Sharon? This is Emily Cady. We've been studying her book in the Power Hour, Lessons in Truth. She was an astonishing teacher. And what's little known about Emily Cady is she was an out lesbian back in the 1800s. She was the first homeopathic doctor in New York City. And she lived openly with her partner, who hated Unity, which is so interesting. She couldn't have any Unity material or anything around because her girlfriend really didn't like all that stuff. But Emily Cady wrote our basic textbook, Lessons in Truth. Emily Cady never went to Unity Village. She met Charles Fillmore once, called him that little man with a limp. Didn't really know much about anything about Unity, but the Fillmores loved her writing and said, this is who we are, this is our material. So she actually wrote our basic textbook, Lessons in Truth. And a Unity minister years ago went to meet her in New York at her apartment on Park Avenue South. And he said, I'd love to bring some books to you of Lessons in Truth. She said, no, thank you. And he said, well, it's a wonderful book. Why don't you want it? She says, because the questions at the end are dumb. I didn't write those questions. Who made those questions up? So he had a whole bunch of books made up just for her, without the questions, just her material, and she was so grateful. But she's wonderful. We still study her work. She has 3 books. So she's the beginning of our celebration of our Women's History Month here in Unity. So yay, Emily. Emily Cady. Fantastic woman. She was also the aunt of Elizabeth Cady Stanton, one of the early suffragettes. So yeah, we have a really wonderful history of women in Unity, great leadership, and we're so grateful for all the women who continue to be leaders in our movement. So, this is birthday month. We didn't do birthdays last week. Who has a birthday in March? Stan, we're going to sing to you. It's happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear March baby. Happy birthday to you. Yay, we're so grateful you're here. So grateful you were born. Yeah, people are still coming in. They're waking up. Yay, the clocks. Oh, I didn't set your watch. It's like, well, everything's already set for the most part, except for my oven and my bathroom. Everything was already done for me. So, but we're here and we're having a great time. Today we're talking about divine order. Divine order is one of the 12 powers that we are celebrating this year. And so our affirmation is on here, on your bulletin, or it's up here. And that is, my mind is in divine order, my body is in divine order, my relationships are in divine order, my life is in divine order heals, prospers, and guides me now. Let's affirm that together. My mind is in divine order, my body is in divine order, my relationships are in divine order, my life is in divine order. Divine order heals, prospers, and guides me now. Close your eyes, turn within. Feel that truth. We don't affirm something to make it true, we affirm it because it is true. We affirm it because that is a natural outpicturing of universal law. When I call forth anything in my life with power, with zeal, with enthusiasm, either negative or positively, I am calling forth, I am using my creative energy to create the life that I speak, that I live, that I move on, that I think about all the time. Today we focus on divine order and harmony. How orderly is my life right now? Is it outpicturing the way that I want it to be? I change my mind if it isn't. And I know that order, harmony, joy, and love are in charge. I speak the truth. Everything in my life is unfolding perfectly, in the perfect and right way, in the perfect and right time. I don't have to worry about it when I affirm and know that the universe is pouring forth the good into my life right now. So today I relax, let go, feel joyful and grateful for all the good in perfect order coming forth. My mind is in divine order, my body is in divine order, my relationships are in divine order, my life is in divine order. Divine order heals, prospers, and guides me now. And for this realization, now and always, we are so grateful. And so it is. So it is. Let's all stand, turn to your neighbor, wish each other a happy Sunday. Thank
All right. The hardest part of our service, when the music stops, we all sit down. That's our affirmation, Paul says. All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Nicholas Gunn. I'm staff minister here. I teach the Power Hour, coordinate the prayer ministry, and I get the platform for you all, just like today. So happy to be here today. Do we have any first-time visitors with us today? Please raise your hand. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
So we're giving you a card. If you fill it out, we can keep in touch with you. And if you bring it to our wonderful Unity gift store, we have a free gift. So bring it right in there through those doors after the service. We'd love to connect with you. All right, so I have the pleasure of doing a few brief community updates. So to start, a big thank to everyone involved in the chili cook-off last week. Give yourselves a round of applause. We raised $1,000 for the roof. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. The contributors and everyone involved. So I've got a few more updates here, and I'll run through them quickly. If you have the little handout, the little half-sheet handout they give you, all of this is on there, and also please subscribe to our Happenings newsletter. You get this email to you every Thursday, so we don't have to spend all that much time on Sunday going through it all, but I'll run through it quickly. So, oh my goodness, how can I forget? This is what happens when I try to run through things. I need to take time to honor and respect our wonderful, beautiful ministry, music ministry, that's way above the list that I skipped over. And Bob is not going to let me live this down, because I was having a conversation. I'll be fine on Sunday morning. So please, Mr. James McCoy, what have you got for us?
Good morning. So good to see all of you this morning. It's a very special morning this morning, and we're so glad you're all here. We're glad to be here. Won't you please welcome with us once again at the piano and the keyboard, Mr. John Rose. And we're so glad he's with us once again, Mr. Orlando Machado at the drum set. It's a very special morning because we have not one, but two featured soloists this morning. Please welcome Ms. Danette Rivas and Ms. Laura Vivas. And it's very special this morning because today we're going to be doing, at least for me, it's probably one of my all-time favorite songs from Stevie Wonder, and also a song we've never done from Andre Crouch and the Disciples. So.
That is wonderful, and I hope you'll forgive me.
It's okay. If I clear my throat, that's the cue.
Yeah, okay.
That you missed
let
it.
me add that in the notes next time. Okay, so on to our community updates. So every Tuesday through March 15th, we have a compassionate communication group with Reverend Paul leading that on Tuesday nights. It's fabulous, especially in this time of division, to help work through how to compassionately communicate with each other. Our next Saturday, the March 15th, we have our men's group meeting at 10 a.m. right in Friendship Hall. Next Sunday, now anyone who is interested in becoming a member or member curious, please, I invite you to come to our new member orientation, which is next Sunday after the service. You'll get a chance to meet Paul, the board, and get a brief overview of Unity teachings. So on the following Saturday, which is the 22nd, we have our senior discussion group, which meets every month, led by Susan Silverman. Please join that at 10 a.m. The following Sunday, which is the 23rd, we're getting ready to do our annual prayer chaplain training, so anyone that is interested in that, please consider staying after the service for a little bit on March 23rd. I'll tell you a little about what it is so you can consider if you want to join us next year. Or just want to know more about it, want to know what it is, please join us. We're happy to talk to you about that. And then also on the 23rd, a little later, 12:45, we'll be doing Rainbow Unity. Paul will be holding an LGBT discussion group starting on March 23rd. That'll be right over here in Friendship Hall after the service, so please come and join that if you would like to join that community. And on the 30th, Reverend Paul will be doing Ask the Minister after the service. So it's kind of like in a community town hall, open discussion, just ask anything about unity, teachings, just come and talk with us. And as a note, we will not be doing our sound healing on the 30th. The next one will be on April 27th with Reverend Darby. All right, I think I got through the announcements pretty quickly. So now it's the time in our service. I invite you to get settled in your chair, get comfortable, as we reflect on some wisdom of unity teachings with the Daily Word. Now, our Daily Word today is a reading from May 10th, 1928. Although the writing styles of the Daily Word have changed and evolved over the last 100 years, unity truth teachings we celebrate remain the same. Our word is order, and our affirmation is, divine order governs all my thinking, and I put all my affairs in divine order. Will you please affirm this with me together? Divine order governs all my thinking, and I put all my affairs in divine order. The order of divine mind now rules my mind, and all my thoughts are in divine order. I think clearly and logically. I concentrate easily because my thoughts are centered upon that which I have at hand to do. The perfect law of the universe governs me, my thinking, and the world. All things are now placed in order. Every semblance of disorder, every semblance of confusion is transformed into perfect order now. The affairs of my home and my business now change into order. All my goings and all my comings are orderly. My God is a God of perfect order, and I place all things in God's care and keeping. My affairs are as orderly as the movement of the planets, as the dawning of the sun, as the appearance of each day. God within us is the God of the orderliness which dominates my world. Divine order now appears in every part of me and in all of my world, and all things are acting together without friction or confusion. Divine order governs all my thinking, and I put all my affairs in divine order, and so it is.
As around the sun the earth now she's revolving, and the rosebuds know to bloom in early May. Just as hate knows how that's cured, you can rest your mind assured that I'll be loving you always. As now can't reveal the mystery of tomorrow, but in passing we'll grow older every day. Just as all is born is new, do know what I say is true, that I'll be loving you always. Until the rainbow burns the stars out in the sky, until the ocean covers every mountain high, until the dolphin flies in Paris. that sea. Until we dream of life and life becomes a dream. Did you know that true love asks for nothing? Her acceptance is the way we pay. Did you know that life has given love a guarantee to last through forever and another day? Just as time knew to move on since the beginning, and the seasons know exactly when to change. Just as kindness knows no shame, go through all your joy and pain, that I'll be loving you always. As the day I know I'm living, but tomorrow couldn't make the past, but I mustn't fear. For I know deep in my mind that the love for me I left behind, 'cause I'll be loving you always. Until the day is night and night becomes the day. Until the trees and seas just up and fly away. Until the day that 8 times 8 is 4. Until the day that is the day that I know more. Until the day the earth starts turning right to left. Until the earth just for the sun denies itself. Until your mother nature says the work is through. Until the day that you are me and I am you. Come on, Unity, if you wanna clap your hands, snap your fingers. Hey, come on. Come on. We all know sometimes love, hates, and troubles can make you wish you were born in another time and place. But you can bet your life that times and twice this trouble, that God knew exactly what He wanted you to be placed. So make sure when you say you're in it but not out there, you're not helping to make this earth a place sometimes called hell. Change your words into truth, and then change the truth into love. And maybe your children's got children and grandchildren will tell hell. Until the rainbow burns the stars up in the sky. Until the ocean covers every mountain high. Until the dolphin flies and parrots live that sea. Until we dream of life and life becomes a dream. Until the day is night and night becomes the day. Until the trees and seas just up and fly away. Until the day that 8 times 8 is 4. Until the day that is the day that I know more. Until the day the earth starts turning right to left. Until the earth just for the sun denies itself. Until the mother nature says the work is through. Until the day that you are me and I am you. Until the day that I am me and I am you. Always.
Wow. More. Let them breathe and then they'll do more. Oh, that was one. Oh my gosh, guys, that was just terrific. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if you're aware that they only rehearse right before the service. They come in at 10 o'clock, they rehearse, and then they do it. That is professional. They are so amazing. We're so grateful to have such wonderful talent here at Unity of Broward. We are blessed, truly blessed. How you doing? Everything good? Great way to begin the morning. Till I am you and we are one with each other. I love that. Well, how does that go at the very end there? It's just a beautiful lyric. Until the day that you are me and I am you, which is today. Today's the day when we realize that we are one with Spirit, one with each other. And we come together to remember that, because during the week it's so easy to forget that. It's easy to forget that when we get home on Sunday and we turn on the news and go, oh gosh, and I'm turning it off again. Because it's just too overwhelming at the moment to tune in to see what's going on. So it's up to us to lift the country up, to lift ourselves up, and know that divine order is at work. The Spirit is at work no matter what anybody is doing in the government. That God is here and that we're being guided perfectly to know what to do, how to do it in the right and perfect, orderly way. We keep showing up to remember that we are powerful, that we are not without power. This is really important for us to remember. A few years ago, there was a survey done of personnel executives of some of the major American corporations. And they did this survey to find out about job applicants. And what was the experience of hiring new people? How did they bring them in? What was the process they used? And they also wanted to know about the candidates themselves. So these are actual quotes from executives about candidates that they or their personnel department interviewed. Again, these are not made up. One executive told about a woman who came in wearing headphones to her interview. She wore a Walkman, he said, and she said that she could actually listen to me and the music at the same time. Multitasking, great. She could do a lot of, no. One applicant said that they demanded to see the interviewer's resume to see if the personnel executive was qualified to judge her. Thank you for coming in. One HR head said about a guy, he interrupted the interview to phone his therapist for advice on how to answer a specific interview question. Right with you. One man came in and said he wasn't interested in the position because it paid too much. This actually happened. These are not lies. One guy came in and said he asked who the lovely babe was, pointing to the picture on my desk. When I told him it was my wife, he asked if she was home now and wanted my phone number. I called security. And this is the topper for me. Pointing to a black case he carried into my office, he said that if I was not hired, the bomb would go off. Disbelieving, I began to state why he would never be hired. And I was going to call the police. He then reached down to the case, flipped a switch, and ran. No one was injured. But I did need a new desk. This is what we might call self-sabotage. But hopefully we don't do it in this degree, but we do self-sabotage our lives quite a lot. And we have to wonder, why do we do that? Why would we put on headphones and say, well, I can hear you and my music at the same time? We can look back in our lives and see missed opportunities, certainly, for our success, for relationships, for peace of mind, for happiness to take place, for the relief of pain, or finding out what is really going on in our bodies. I have friends who have husbands who simply will not go to the doctor. Guys are not very good about doctors, are we? No, we just, I don't want to know. La, 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 don't tell me. Everything will get better if I just ignore it. Women don't really do that. I don't know why men do. That will be a fascinating study to do. But why do we put things off? Why do we self-sabotage ourselves when things could actually work in our lives in the way that we need it to? Until we've had some kind of spiritual awakening or spiritual understanding of the way the universe works, we often believe that somehow or in some way that God just doesn't bless me, but God blesses other people. I see people at Unity all the time who seem to be having wonderful prosperity and great mates and everything. I wonder where it is for me. Why isn't this thing working in my life? Other people are happy. Other people are successful. Other people have money to do things with. Other people never seem to have these physical and or emotional issues. Right? Anybody going through that? You don't have to put your hand up. I'm not going to ask you to do that. But I know there are people here today who are wondering, where is God in my life? Where is Spirit? When is it going to show up? I've been coming to this place called Unity for a while, and I really don't see it. I guess maybe I've done something that God doesn't approve of. That's what we do. We revert back to an old religious model of God in the sky who is quite displeased with something I've done but won't tell me why. It's like being married to someone who says, well, if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. Right? Have you been there? No, it's not a lot of fun to say, well, what did I do? Well, again, figure it out. Well, it feels like God is saying, well, figure it out, and I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm not really quite sure what's going on. Why don't I get the breaks that other people seem to get? Or maybe I just don't get the secret. Everybody else seems so happy and so chipper and so perky here. What is it I'm not understanding about the way Spirit works? Did you read the book The Secret when they came out years ago? If you don't know The Secret, there's some really good things in it, but gosh. I just thought about a necklace, and the next day it appeared on my neck. Good for you. That has never happened to me in that way. So there are things in it that are quite wonderful and quite inspiring, but other things, if you're new to New Thought or to the spiritual world, it just would seem, well, it didn't work for me in that way, and I guess I'm just not worthy, or I'm too dumb to know how to do this. If you read the book or watched the movie or attempted to implement any of it, sometimes I felt like it got worse. Like nothing seemed to be working. And I thought, well, I guess Spirit, God, for some reason, just doesn't work for me. We're told, just think differently. Think differently. Anybody ever read that book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich? How many people thought and grew rich? One, thank you. How long did it take? A little while, right? It didn't take till the end of the book. It took a while.
We're born rich.
Well, thank you. We are born rich, and that's another talk altogether. No, actually, it is this talk. We are born wealthy. We're born prosperous. We're born to have all the good, but we forget. We just forget. And it isn't only thinking. Thinking is just part of it. We'll get into that in just a minute. But we just can't think and do it. We have to incorporate so much more in our lives. But it takes time. It takes a lot of time to be gentle with ourselves as we're developing these new skills. They're new skills. You don't get up and just tap dance one day. You have to learn how to tap dance. You just don't build a cabinet. You have to learn how to do carpentry. It's the same with Spirit. We have to learn step by step how to implement the truth that we're learning here. Becoming aware that we are powerful, loving, deserving creations of Spirit is a journey that is both fun and frustrating at the same time. It's joyful and totally scary. It's life-challenging, life-affirming, and terribly confusing as well. And ultimately, it's the only way to live our lives as successful, healthy, loving, powerful creations of Spirit that we are. We have to do what gives us joy. That's the beginning of all of this. If it's giving us joy, we're on the right track. If it isn't a joyful work, why am I not embracing it? Joy will lead us exactly to the place we want to be. All those job interviewees were children of God who did not trust the power of God within themselves, from wearing a headphone to an interview to blowing up a desk. They were totally unaware of the power of good that they had already. Why they thought they were influencing in that way is a mystery. But again, we do it in our own way as well. They had to go out and attempt to make it work with their brains, with their egos, but that's never going to work exactly the way that we need it to. What they did was misuse divine love and wisdom that was within them the whole time. So, is there a way that we have to allow the power of God to bring everything that we're looking for into our lives? Is there a way to actually implement that today, beginning right now? In our New Thought teaching, we believe that there are truly ways to implement, to access this power within us. It is not hard. Again, it takes practice. That's why we call it practical spirituality, because we have to practice it. We have to put it into effect. And it begins, I believe, with activating the power of divine order. Now, we've been looking, this is the third of our series this year, of the 12 powers of humankind. Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, believed that we had 12 power centers in our body that help us to strengthen our spiritual journey while we're here on the planet. The last two we looked at, love and faith. That seems really easy to, love is love. That's easy to get a hold of. Faith, to believe or not believe. Order seems a little more nebulous, doesn't it? What is this divine order thing? Order would seem to be kind of a vague concept. So how does this thing called order help me with my healing or get success or find a boyfriend or girlfriend or a mate? Does vacuuming the carpet and arranging my files help me to find God? Does keeping a to-do list find me a mate? Does affirming divine order get me a literary agent for my book? Even finding an agent who will look at it or will be available to say, yes, I'll take a look and see what you've got. The truth is, yes, it does. To affirm divine order is the beginning of our spiritual journey. So let's examine why for a moment and what divine order is. The most profound spiritual teachers of all time have called order the number one rule of the universe. Without some kind of order in the universe, there would be no life at all. If the Earth didn't keep its orderly path around the sun, it would veer off and collide with other planets and just wander off to become one big ice ball. This planet is actually the perfect distance from the sun to sustain life. I heard the other day that if we were 1 degree off in either direction, there would not be life. The sun would not work the way we need it to. So there's the perfect divine wisdom in the universe that sets this whole thing up. Earth balances itself by providing the right level of air, of water, of heat. And as Scripture says, we are in charge of it and we have to be good stewards. We haven't been terribly good stewards, have we? This is something that needs to change. We need to take care of our planet for the next generation and for the next generation and for 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 years from now. So without divine order of spirit always present here on the planet, there would be no life. Your mind, your body, and soul are a microcosm of the divine order of the universe that is in divine order that we live in. And divine order is the number one necessity for our lives to work the way that our spiritual selves had planned before we got here. So before you got here, your soul knew what you needed to accomplish. Your soul knew the people that you were going to be a part of. Your soul resonated with your family that you were born through. Take a breath. That can be a big one to deal with. But you had something to learn, and you did learn from the people you came through. You learned maybe what not to do, or what you really wanted in your life. By becoming aware of divine order, we found the right and perfect sequence of events that are unfolding according to the divine plan that you and Spirit had worked out together. So something had to happen before something good happened, before that good, before that good, before that good. So everything unfolded perfectly, even though it seemed very random or weird. But if you look back in your life, you see the people, you saw the situations that happened that got you exactly where you needed to be and right where you are today. Spirit's way is natural, it's joyful, it's exciting, and it is stunningly creative. My ego way of doing things are difficult, are exhausting, are nerve-wracking, and not terribly creative at all. A painter once said that of all the hundreds of paintings that he did, he said, 5 of them were great. He commented, the rest of them, I did. 5 of them were spirit-led. The rest were practice. What happens when we attempt to make our lives work without turning within to spirit first is that life becomes really hard. It's really difficult to do life without spirit. When we're trying to, well, let me see, I saw somebody do it that way, I'll do it that way too. And it generally doesn't work because that was their divine path, not yours. Yours is perfect, unique, and individual to you. And when we get quiet long enough to hear it, we will know that divine order is at work because it's coming from spirit. Here's some indications you may be a little out of divine order. You lose things all the time. Where are my keys? Where are my keys? Where are my keys? You're late for appointments or just showing up for your life. Your home and or office is a mess because you can never find anything. Forget about your closets, right? How are your closets? Oh, you're just sitting there looking at me. I'm not going to tell you about that. You know how my closets are. Your computer, your dishwasher, your printer, your DVD player breaks down regularly. No, Mercury isn't in retrograde that often. Yeah, it's generally about our energy that is not in alignment with order. In 1 Kings 20, we read, thus says the Lord, put your house in order. That's the first thing. Put your house in order. Now, house in Bible metaphysics means your consciousness, your awareness. House is you. It's your entire spiritual being. So your work in all areas of your life is to put your thoughts, to put your feelings and emotions, the words you speak and the actions that you take in order. Are you aware of what you're thinking? Are you aware of what you're speaking all the time? Someone once wrote that you become what you think about all day long. You become what you focus on and make your belief system. I will add to that, I become what I talk about all day long. We can see that right now. We watch the news, we see people speaking about division and diminishing other people, and we as a nation become diminished because our leaders are diminishing the place. Now, if you want anything in your life, we need to call forth divine order. Are you thinking instead, well, finding somebody at my age, whatever age you are, is impossible. It's impossible at my age to find a mate. I'm too old. Affirm that with me. No. We don't affirm that in here, but I do hear other people tell that all day long. I'm too old, nobody wants me. That is not the case. Nobody is too old. If you're here, you deserve love, and if you want love, you can have love. We just have to change the words. That is not a God thought. I am too old for anything is not a God thought. You're never too old. Unless you don't want to do anything, and then it's a wonderful excuse. I'm too old for that. No, that's fine. A God idea is I am divine love, and my right and perfect mate is drawn to me now. So I recommend, and you've heard me say this before, I recommend putting a divine order form together for whatever you're looking for in your life, whether it's a mate or a new job or a new way of doing anything. Get a legal pad and write down what you're looking for. Are you looking for a home? What kind of a home is it? Where do you want the home? Do you want water? Do you not want water? Do you want a desert? Write down exactly what you're looking for. Get clarity in your own mind about what it is you're looking for and write it down and keep writing down more specifics. And then revisit it a day or two later and cross out what doesn't really matter or add what does. You begin to get a little clarity about the order of how your life needs to be. Whatever is right for you. If you want a porch, put a porch. If you're looking for a mate and height is an issue or the profession or a sense of humor, write that down. If it's not important to you, let it go. If it's important to your mother, let her write her own divine order list for herself. Grandchildren, grandchildren, grandchildren. And some grandchildren that may not be yours will show up for her and she'll have a great time. But if it isn't yours, don't put it down. But what are your priorities? What do you want in life? What has not shown up yet is we may be not clear enough with ourselves and the universe that this is exactly what I deserve, what I want. If those are important, write it down. Occasionally when I share this kind of thing, people will get peeved. I think you should just let whatever God has for you show up. Why limit yourself? My response is, who is this God you're talking about putting outside of yourself? There is no God outside of yourself. It's a God within. So your will is God's will. God's will is your will. They're the same thing. Emily Cady, in Lessons in Truth, said, desire is God tapping on the door of your subconscious. I love that. Desire, your desire is God's desire saying, I'm here. Here's how to have it. Are you open and receptive? But the voices in our heads get so loud, we can't even hear the quiet, still voice of spirit within. We need to learn to get quiet and listen, and the way will be revealed perfectly, right here, right now. So we're not here to limit ourselves. When a server comes when you come to a restaurant, a server gives you a menu and says, the special tonight is chicken Kiev. We don't say, no, I don't want the chicken Kiev. What if something better comes along than chicken? And the waitress says, well, it's on the menu. There are a lot of things on the menu. You can have whatever it is on the menu you want. No, making a choice will limit God. Maybe God has prime rib for me. She says the prime rib's on the menu too. But what if God wants me to have lobster? I'll have missed it because I ordered the prime rib. There's a sacred menu within you. You can have whatever you want. I can't do that. What if? It's there. The divine menu is within you. Everything that you want is here right now. You just have to make a choice. All you have to do is put your order in with the universe and watch it come into your life. We have to keep affirming it and getting excited about it and feeling joy and anticipation and enthusiasm. I told you, the word enthusiasm means out of God. It literally means enthos, out of spirit. Are you enthusiastic about your life? This morning, you don't look terribly enthusiastic. You kind of sitting there going, it's really early and daylight savings time has happened, and what are you talking about? What I'm talking about is getting excited about all the good that we have right here, right now. It's all here. It's all built in. We have to listen. What did our brother Jesus say? Ask, and it shall be given you. Knock, and the door will be open. Seek, and you will find. There's no fine print there. It's just do it, ask, put it forth, and you will receive it. He said, you don't have, why?
You ask not.
And that's why he's Nicholas. You don't have because you didn't ask. That's the bottom line. You don't have what you want because you didn't ask for it. Well, I don't know if it's available. Then we play head games with ourselves, and we talk ourselves out of the good that we're looking for. This is really simple stuff. I mean, it would seem deceptively simple. It can't be that easy. Well, it is. It's simple, not easy. Nobody ever said this work was easy. It's a learning process. We learn how to do this. The only restrictions on our good, on our success, on our joy, is the limitation that we believe is there. The limitation that we ourselves put in the way, putting on headphones, blowing up desks, whatever it is that we're here to do. We're the ones who have been doing it, nobody else. If the waiter says, do you want fries with that? We don't have a major spiritual breakdown, do we? We say yes or no. No, I'll have the baked potato with sour cream and bacon bits. Thank you, Jesus. Or waiter. We just say thank you. Do you want that? Yes or no? But if you write down that you'd like a mate on your order form to be funny and spiritual and loves old movies like you do, some people think that's a moral sin. It isn't. You're writing down what you're looking for. What you desire in your heart is simply Spirit revealing to you who and what you are. This is part of your makeup. This is part of what makes you you. So embrace it. This is you. And it's very exciting to get to know who you are. Years ago, a woman was asked to decide, and I shared the story with you before, it's just so powerful. I said, write down what you're looking for in a mate. She wrote it down. I performed the wedding 3 months later. She wrote down what she was looking for. She said, I can boil it down another 3 pages, that's it. And they're still married. It's like 25, 27 years later. They're still married and still joyfully in love. Write it down. Take a look at it. What is it you're looking for? But for anything to work like it has to, we have to ask ourselves, are my feelings matching my thinking? Are my words matching my action? Are my thoughts matching my actions, and are my words matching what I'm feeling? All 4 have to work together for divine order to work. The 4 cornerstones of creation, we call it in Unity. It's really interesting. The word order is from a Latin root word meaning to fit or to weave together. It originated as a word to describe rows of threads placed on a loom to make fabric. So there was a definite order. There was a way of doing this. There was an orderly way of creating the fabric. Other words from the same root as order are arithmetic, numbers set in order, and harmony, music notes that are woven together. So order and harmony ultimately mean the same thing. Our lives do become harmonic and balanced when we allow divine order, the natural divine progression of life, to take place in our thinking and our emotions and our words and our activities. I began affirming divine order not long after I began attending Unity in Toronto. I just took everything in. It was so exciting. I began in 1982, 83. And divine order was one of the first things that we were taught. Affirm divine orders at work and everything, and watch everything work. Well, in my apartment, I had a door lock that never worked. It took me 2 or 3 minutes to actually find the right way of engaging the key, and sometimes it took even longer than that. So I got home to my apartment, and I was yelling and cursing at this stupid lock, and then I heard that voice say, "Why don't you affirm divine orders at work instead of arguing with it?" So I held the key in my hand, I closed my eyes, I affirmed divine order is established in this lock, in this apartment, and in this everything. Everything here is in divine order, thank you, God. I put the key in, it opened up. Miracles, miracles. My roommate also had problems with the key, and I grabbed her key one day and I said, "Allow me." I prayed, opened it, she went, "How did you do that?" It's a secret. I silently blessed the lock with divine order, and she was astonished. She said, "There's some kind of magic going on." One day, I was upset about something, and I was trying to get in the apartment. It didn't work. I went, "Oh, I forgot. Divine order." Boom, the door opened. This stuff works. A bigger example than that actually happened. I was the company manager of the Florida Shakespeare Festival back in the late 80s. As the company manager, I was responsible for getting the company to where they needed to, each one of the towns we went to. I was responsible for paying them, for taking care of everything. Well, we got to one hotel in Pensacola, and the hotel didn't have our reservation. So we had about 40, 50 actors and crew people who were a little upset about having to wait in the lobby for a few minutes before I got there. They were fuming. They said, "We don't have a reservation. We just want to go to bed. We've been traveling a long time." So I walked up to the manager, and she gave me one of those looks and said, "I'm not going to be swayed by anything you have to say. Save your breath." So I closed my eyes just for a moment, and I quietly affirmed, divine order is at work here for all concerned. God, give me the words that I need. So I opened my eyes, and a thought came to me that the producer may have made the reservation under the legal name of the production company. A lot had already been done before I was hired, and I was not privy to some of the information that they had. Now, mind you, I had only ever seen this name one time. It was on a piece of paper that I saw at the office one day. I glanced at it, never gave it another thought, until the universe flashed the name across my brain. So I said to the woman, please look under the name South Florida Theater Company. She said, I told them, and I'm telling you, we don't have, oh wait, here you are. Why didn't you say that in the first place? I had it didn't come to my mind. Nobody in the company, nobody in the crew, nobody had any idea that was the real name of the theater company. But I closed my eyes just for a second, and I allowed Spirit to do the work. All it took was a brief moment. South Florida Theater Company. Take a look there. There it is. Everything happily ever after. Focusing on divine order allows the natural and perfect unfoldment of ideas for success, for abundance, for peace, for health, for everything we're looking for to come forth. I have to be willing to know, first of all, it's waiting for me to say yes, and secondly, to do it. Just to close my eyes and say, God, you're in charge. What is it that I need to know? And there it is. Close your eyes for a moment. Turn to your heart. What have you been arguing with? Have you been arguing with Spirit, with the universe, with the good that is looking for you? The universe is waiting for us to say yes. And then to step back and remember there is only one power, one present Spirit, God the good. The divine order and harmony are at work right now. The perfect unfolding sequence is waiting for me to step back and to allow it to happen. Have I been putting the cart before the horse, so to speak? Have I been trying to do it? Have I been trying to influence people? Job interviewers, dates, my family, my friends. My job is to step back, let go, and allow Spirit to reveal the good right here, always present. So I invite you to let go. Breathe into your heart. Check your body for any tension you may be holding right now. And breathe light and peace into that area. Breathe in and breathe out. Take another deep breath and let go. Today our power is order. And it's found in the center of our being. Order controls our digestive system. The gut. What is our gut telling us? Always follow your gut. The divine ideas we find within ourselves. They don't lie. They never will. Divine order and harmony are healing, renewing, and restoring our body and mind to perfection. I myself don't know how that happens. I know it is happening. And that's all it takes. my divine knowledge that God is in charge. Divine order and harmony heal my mind and my body. Breathe that in. Divine order heals my mind and body. Divine order brings forth abundance and success in the right and perfect way. There is a sequence of events that Spirit brings forth into our world that we may not be aware of, but it does. The right and perfect sequence of events are happening now to bring forth success, joy, all good, abundance. There is no lack in God's universe. Divine order brings forth abundance and success in the right and perfect way. Divine order and harmony brings peace, love, and joy into my life. In the silence, just for a few moments, let that take hold. Know that God is right here, right now, bringing peace, love, and joy into my life. Let go and let God be God in you now. Take a deep breath. Let go. Breathe in again. Bring your sense of awareness back into this time, this room, this place. And know that all is in perfect order, harmony, love, joy, light, life, and love. And for this realization, we're so grateful. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Paul, for that wonderful message. You know, one of the things I learned about order is it's everywhere. Wherever you look for it, you see it unfolding in your life and all around you. And it unfolds in this community. It's what's keeping this community together. It's what's keeping all of our needs are being met exactly as we need them. The roof is going to be taken care of exactly as we need it. And that is because of all of you. That's because of all of your generosity and support, everything you do to keep this community together. It's your community, and your support is what keeps it going. So there are many ways you can give to Unity of Broward. And the screen's off, so I'm going to get an angle here. You can, I invite the ushers to come forward. You'll be able to leave an offering in the plate once they come by. You can go on our website, set up a donation, recurring donation, or you can scan this QR code right here. That's the modern way. But in whatever way you give, thank you. Thank you so much. And now, will you join me in saying our offertory blessing together? Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive, and so it is.
That's when you tell me those sacred things and all you want of me. It's those quiet times, alone together, just you and me. That's when I tell you that I love you, and you remind me that you love me too. Together there ain't nothing we can do. No, they can't take that away from me. Oh no, they can't take that away from me. Quiet times, day or night, it's alright with me. Doubts and fears, they seem to disappear just because you are so near. Quiet times, they put the sparkle back in my eye. That's when I tell you that I love you, and you remind me that you love me too. Together there ain't nothing we can do. No, they can't take that away from me. Oh no, they can't take that away from me. There are precious days in my life, days I know I'm one with you. It's your gentle voice that I love so much. It pulls me through. That's when I tell you that I love you, and you remind me that you love me too. Together there ain't nothing we can do. No, they can't take that away from me. Oh no, they can't take that away from me.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Wasn't that lovely? Thank you so much. What a treat to have both of you together and our wonderful band. So we're so blessed. We really and truly are blessed. Thank you so much. And you'll be back on Easter too, right? Together? Yeah, it's wonderful. So Easter is a month away. It was just Christmas, wasn't it? 3 weeks ago was Christmas. Amazing. Well, our prayers, our prayer chaplains will be available. If you're a chaplain, would you stand for a moment? We just want to say thank you for all the work that you do, for holding us in light and keeping us lifted up. Thank you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate and love you so much. And there's a new chaplain training, which is coming up, so we're very excited. We have a prayer chest in the lobby if you'd like to leave a prayer request. We'd love to pray with you, and then we'll send it on to Silent Unity at Unity Village for another 30 days of prayer. And our chaplains are available to pray with you if something came up today and you would like to pray with them and release it. They're more than happy to do that. Would you close your eyes just for a moment? Oh, and just one more thing. The lights are off in the sanctuary here because we're working with divine order with our sound system and the lights together, so we're holding that in prayer as well. Go to your heart. What do you want to let go of? Let it go. Let Spirit reveal. Ask, seek, knock. It's there right now. Let it go. I of myself know nothing. Spirit within me knows everything. Let it unfold perfectly. Listen to the still small voice, always whispering the truth, right here, right now. We're holding you in light. If there's an issue, we know that this spiritual family is holding you in light for wholeness, for peace of mind, for release of anything that is weighing on your soul. Let it go. God is here. God is at work, and all is well. And in this consciousness of release, let's affirm together our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Let's all stand, join hands, and sing, "Let there be peace on earth," and let it begin with me.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous round. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Have an amazing Sunday, Unity. We'll see you on the next one. Go enjoy Fellowship Hall. All right.
Thank you, gentlemen. It's a pleasure having you here.
Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling. Blessings are falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling on me. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling. Beauty is falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling on me. Oh Lord, I receive your blessing. Oh Lord, I receive your grace. Oh Lord, receive your grace.